Hey fellas, something real quick before I get started. Ed, I have completed my final draft for my ZA review. It is now locked in, therefore no further edits were made to it. But I can be in production on that and editing on that one as soon as tonight for release within the next 7 days, thereby meeting my goal. Oh, I'm also oh, adamant about doing something similar for Mega Dimension as well. Oh, just so you know, I have not merely been playing Maximum Carnage and watching regular show. Had the Lost Tapes coming, which is also true. So, with that in mind, let's talk about the latest spin-off in the Pokemon franchise, which is admittedly flawed thus far, but fun. Just get that to focus. There it goes. With Pokemon Champions, man. And let me tell you, I'm gonna do my best to be as objective as I can, even though I will admit that as someone who does like what I play with thus far, it formally went live yesterday. Hey, in my time zone, I got a little bit early. Hey, being around 8:30, 9 p.m. at my time zone the night before. So, but there are things that could say me smooth out. With the first major competition actually starting tonight. So here is why I consider it to be a fun spin-off under a rough skin. So let's begin. And I will first, as per usual, especially when it's like a work like this, and the conversation as I speak is ongoing. I mean, with the positives, as I definitely enjoy a lot of the characters who serve as your guides, as a mentors, especially the rancher, which you recruit people from Pokemon from. And I also definitely, even though some people dismiss the cosmetics as quote unquote sauceless, as I personally like the variety they have, and like I'm currently in the process of piecing together either a decent looking recreation of some of my avatars in the other games, and so far the only things that can be bought with real money, honey, are a $6.99 starter pack, which is actually top the bestseller alert chart, her alongside I had stuff like Mario and Tomodachi Life. And I can swing that just fine, as well as like a $9.99 battle pass, and let's hope that it remains things in that ballpark as a quote-unquote free-to-start title, as the more crazy monetization schemes, even in other titles, are the one that have been keeping me from recommending them more and even engage with them more. I can also at least tell apart whenever I'm facing someone on screen, and some of the things you can get do look alright. So, on that note, as well as the fact that the onboarding is also pretty good, whether you're new to competitive circuit or someone like me who is Masters Divisions, as in being born pre 2000. I'm proud of it. But I can definitely say there's already major advantage it has over someone like, say, Highguard did. That's not to say that there aren't things that cannot be improved, and the people in charge already said as much, and they're already working implementing fixes as I record this. I personally don't have as much an issue with the visual style as some other people do, as someone who, again, plays a lot of older games alongside the newer, flashier ones. Take it from someone who made the Marvel Maximum Collection Day 1 pickup, has also gone through the infamousness Silver Surfer a few times since then, and starting a playthrough of Maximum Carnage on Sega, having just done the Super Nintendo version, and I can definitely say the optimization needs a bit of work. I mean, or not just in terms of like the presentation, but also gameplay. Some people have exaggerated this ever so slightly. I can only hope they're joking about the more egregious ones, like Strongbad's its ancient computer, like 11% less than Fortnite remaining on a very on like a gif of like a beatboxing rat. But yeah, I mean, and also balancing is key. Like, even with not having every item or monster right away, I understand there's contingencies for more, or, or it is a bit cuckoo with a lot of monsters that not previously had special abilities, now suddenly having them. Uh, um, and that includes both the original and the Typhlosion Typhlosion variants, and they know what they've done. And I also can say that I haven't had much issue with ranked, actually. It's the casual one, surprisingly enough, that ended up being a bit cuckoo, and I've also yet to actually successfully log into a private match at all, which is something I actually would physically need to do in order to get 100 completions on my stretch goals, man. Because that's kind of how I use gaming for my mental faculties. It's even just something like they put a bunch of things to do in front of me, and I don't always have to win. I just have to complete certain objectives before the buzzer goes off, and it re-rolls. I mean, and but admittedly, I do like the variety of things you can do and use, and even midst of the discourse, which is obviously I can already tell is not going to get solved overnight. It is definitely a warts and all, on a personal level at least, like the Pokemon Stadium 3 I never got when I was younger. I mean, it reminds me of the competitive elements of Colosseum, Gale of Darkness, and even Battle Evolution on the Wii, which I have not even transferred any of my doubles from home just yet. And I will likely do that after some of the other stuff is smoothed out. Because like in the Stadium Duology, my personal preference, I just use pre-mades, aids, and rentals as well. And also, like, I can share certain rosters with other people and get ideas from that as well. Also, and I would say this about the server, I think it's yet another example of the people in charge underestimating demand. And once again, you would think that the biggest multimedia franchise in the entire planet would realize this, and of course, incoming pirates meme, well, yes, but actually, no. So, I could definitely see myself spending more and more time with this game, especially as more and more tournaments are coming my way. Hey, and believe it or not, it's not the only game. Focus I had issues with last night, like Splatoon 3. I keep getting kind of whole connection unstable message, even as I'm trying to practice for the latest Spring Fest. I'm on Team Rabbits. Mario Kart World just hit 100 hours in, and I have yet to successfully log into an online match on that one. On Virtua Fighter 5, I'm just playing a demo. Last glare, I could definitely, at least the online handshake is is alright for that. And I definitely plan to opt in a full version fairly soon. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds just hit 20 hours. Blasted glare. And I can still, race with less stuff on the cart while I wait for us to go live. I've Touch 99 just finished the Mario Galaxy event, even though I know I've been playing longer for that. That's the Pragmata sketchbook. Makes me more excited for the full game. Scarlet and Violet, nearing 200 hours a piece on those each. I even tried the new games that dropped on Nintendo Classics for Nintendo Entertainment System. Those being Mendel Palace being the get of a pre-Pokemon title from Game Freak. I also tried Pac-Man and even the Famicom port Terra Juraga, which, for those not to know, was basically like an 80s Souls-like in terms of both challenge and often cryptic puzzles being followed by often engaging rewards like a more powerful weapon or faster traversal with the Pegasus boots and stuff like that. Anyway, now that I have tried this game, I am now good to go for talking about Legend ZA in full. I am also eager to do my belated look at one battle after another. Among some other surprises that are in store for you, which will be given to you on a whenever I feel like it basis. That's all for now. Take care and seek out all Pokemon.